When dealing with our daily emotions that we all face, there can be positive outcomes we control. Is living abundantly really possible for all of us, no matter where we find ourselves today? Absolutely, unequivocally, yes, is the answer. Now, here is the host of The Long Bearded Guy, the Chief Catalyst, Strategist Guide at Jewel International, Gordon D. Melville.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to The Long Bearded Guy with Gordon D. Melville. That's me on Inspired Choices Network. Welcome to Red Fridays. I put on my jersey tonight as the home opener for our Kitchener Rangers, and this is their Remembrance Day. You might be able to see that, you might not. Logo. I got my pin on, but Red Fridays, RED, Remember Everyone Deployed. And so this was their Remembrance Day jersey a few years ago. It's their third jersey now. And so we have to be able to, I want to be able to honor the people that are willing to stand on the wall, stand in the fray. It doesn't matter whether they should be there or not there. That's political. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about supporting the people that are out there willing to do that before, during, and after, right? We have so many vets. We lose 22, 23 in the US, 22, 23 vets a day in the US to suicide, because we haven't looked after them. We need to pay attention. We lose about a 10% of that in Canada every day. So we can't leave them stranded. So I want to honor them. We love you, respect, and big hugs to you all. If you're a first responder, exactly the same. Big, mad respect for you and big hugs. Okay, so you've got about 30 seconds. Grab a journal, write something down. If you're traveling, obviously you can't write stuff down. But hit the replay. If you happen to be here, welcome. I know there's people listening from all over the world. I know there are. And so thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending some of your finite resource of time with me today. I appreciate that. And so let me know you're here. Right? If you're listening to this live, tell me, hey, in the comments, in the chat, live. If you're listening to this on a replay, let me know. And let me know where you're listening from. I'm always curious to know where people are listening from. I'm looking for that engagement. I want engagement. I want people to engage in their own life, not just with me, in their own life. A lot of us are on autopilot. We're just flopping along. We're not thinking about stuff. Have you ever driven to work and you get to work and you go, crap, I don't remember getting here. I don't remember driving. We all done that, right? But it's on autopilot. Our lives are on autopilot. We're not paying attention. Today, our topic is the people who stand the test of time, the people in our life that are important, the people in our life that we're not really sometimes paying attention to. We haven't acknowledged, we haven't shown gratitude to. We don't even realize, unless we stop and take a quick glance in the rearview mirror, we don't even realize who's around us. Lots of times, until they're not there, which is tragic for us as humans, but a lot of times once they're gone, then we notice they're not there, right? There's a hole, there's a gaping hole, and we go, okay, wait a second. We take them for granted when they're here. And sometimes we do that with the people in our life. And I want to focus on that. I read a thing with Schulz this week, and I'm like, you know what? I want to share that. We want to riff on that a little bit, because there's some really deep stuff there. And it blends in right with what we're talking about. What I talk about in terms of emotional quotient, in terms of our emotional intelligence, in terms of raising our awareness around how we live. This is an important thing. So I welcome to the show. I really appreciate you being here. If you know me, great. I'm the same lovable, happy beard you're used to. For those of you that don't know me, I am on a mission to positively change the life of every man I meet. And there's ways to do that. I want to leave that. Our legacy, what are we leaving as legacy? Not end of life. It's not end of life. It's legacy is what we pour into people every day. Are we aware of that? Do we pay attention to what we're pouring into people? Are we paying attention to who we're pouring it into? The people who stand the test of time, the people that are with us all the way through, not just when the good times. It's easy to be buddies with people when they're in a good place. Are you able to be a good buddy, a good friend when they're not in a good place, when they're struggling? People want to be there when everything is good, but they don't want to be there when things are hard. So some of that is emotional intelligence. Some of that is how we're perceiving our life, the lens we're using to look at our life. So that I want to improve the life of every man I meet, and I focus my avatars are elite entrepreneurial men and pro athletes. I work with a pro basketball team up here in Canada. I'm the CEO and founder of Jewel International. I'm a multi-award winning international best-selling author multiple times. Again, a lot of these things are with those titles and $1.50 will buy me a coffee. The thing is, I've been doing this personal development at a really high level for 35 years. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been learning and at a really high level learning for a long, long time. And so being able to pour that back, I read 5-7 books every month. I still do. For 35 years, I've been doing that. I journal in a bunch of different journals every day, and I have been for 35 years. Why? Because I'm trying to pour that good stuff into the top of my cup. I'm surrounding myself with people that are amazing. The founder of this network, incredible human being. She's producing for me today. Thank you so much. I love you. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's the people that we surround ourselves with. They say you become the average of the 5 people you hang out with. The average of, not the top end, the average of. So who are you hanging out with? Who are you hanging out with? The people who stand the test of time are the people that will be there for you long term. We all have these big, I've got 5,000 friends on Facebook. Well, great, right? But how many of those people would pick up a phone if I called them at 2:30 in the morning and show up for me? That's not 5,000 people. We call them friends, acquaintances, most of them, not friends. We need to pay attention to the people who stand the test of time with us. So, like I said, I'm excited to have you here. Find me on inspiredchoicesnetwork.tv. You can plug in. We're streaming right there. We're streaming on YouTube. We're streaming on the free download of Inspired Choices Network. Anywhere you download your apps for podcast, live radio, or TV. If you plug into YouTube on Inspired Choices Network, we're streaming there. We're streaming on Facebook. You can find me all over the place. We're on 450 platforms globally. So pump the long bearded guy into any social media platform, you'll find me. Plug in and engage. Plug in and engage. I want to be here. I'm putting out the information, putting out the content. But if nobody plugs into it, resources are only as good as us using them. And I'll say that again. The resources around us are only good for us if we plug into them. I have to actually use it. I have 3 sons. Dad, I know. I said, I know you know. I know you know. I need you to do. I need you to actually execute what you know. And for my audience, I need you to be able to plug into me. You want more information? You want more content? Reach out. Gord, I think you're full of shit. Or Gord, I love what you're putting out. Tell me. Engage with me. I've got thick skin. There's nothing you can say to me that will hurt me. Nothing. Not a thing. Nothing. Right? But put it out there. What's the importance of having the priorities of the importance of people around us? I'll read just real quick, and I know we have to take a break soon, but I want to read this because I wrote this out, and then I'm like, you know what? I need to read that when I get on. I need to read that when I get on. So humor me for a second. I'm going to read this. The people who stand the test of time, possibly the most important thing you'll hear this year. Think about the people in your life, the ones who truly matter. Everybody matters, by the way. Everybody matters. But some people have a much bigger impact on us than others do. So think about the people in your life, the ones who truly matter, who have stood the test of time. We often test our memory by recalling the headliners, the wealthiest people, the most prestigious award winners. But how many of those people do you actually remember? Names fade, achievements dull, but the people who truly make a difference, those who stand the test of time, aren't the ones with the accolade. They're the ones who were there when it mattered the most. I'm a father and a dad to 3 sons. But making a son doesn't make me a dad. Sperm donor, right? I'm involved, but any idiot can do that. Clearly, I did 3 times. What I'm saying is, dad is the guy, or is the person, mom or dad, by the way, mom or dad, that is there to hold their hair back when they're puking in the toilet, when they're little itty bitty and they have an accident and they pee and poop everywhere. And that a parent, really, a dad or a mom, is the one that's there when the shit's hitting the fan, literally. That's a parent. That's someone that gives a shit about the person they're listening to, about the child, about their friend. How many of those people do we actually remember? The ones that were there and stood the test of time, were there through the good and the bad. Those are the ones we need to pay attention to. Charles Schulz, the creator of Peanuts, once posed the question, who are the people who have made a lasting impact on your life? We're going to talk about that in depth today. We're going to talk about that. Who are the people that made a lasting impact on your life? The answer isn't found in fame, fortune, or fleeting success. It's found in those who invested in you when the world wasn't watching, when there wasn't accolade. That's character. If you can do the right thing even when nobody will find out, doing the right thing even when nobody notices. It's that stuff we do away from in life in general, in sports. These prolific human beings, that we look at them during a game. I'm going to the game tonight for the home opener for my Rangers, and I love them to death. But we'll watch them play, but that's not where the stardom comes from. The stardom comes from the 4:30 in the morning, the 5 o'clock in the morning practices. That's where the hours and hours and hours and hours of study and practice and physical and all in business, all the stuff we're doing. That's the important part, the part where nobody's around to know. That's where the superstars are born. That's where the effective comes from. We need to pay attention to that. It's found in those who invested when the world wasn't watching. Our episode today will dig deep into real heroes, the people who go beyond the spotlight, the people that are there to mop up the mess when we screw up, the people that are there to support us, the people that are there to encourage us, the people that are there to make sure and check in on us. You know, wellness check. Are you cool? Is everything good? The people that stand the test of time. We're going to talk today and discover why it's not about standing on the podium, but standing by the people who stood with you when it mattered most. People often overlook the profound significance of those who truly stand the test of time in our lives, people who challenge us intellectually, people who provide unwavering support. They're the ultimate test of our character and growth. In a society fixated on transient achievements, it's imperative to recognize the individuals who have left an indelible mark on our journey. We're going to talk about that today. Who's leaving an indelible mark on your life? Who left an indelible mark on your life? We can all talk about negative stuff. If I ask around, people will tell me, hey, my parents did this to me, or that person did that to me, or a teacher did this to me. Or we remember some of those things. The indelible mark isn't always a positive. But the people that helped us get through that, the people who supported us through that. And I'm going to hear people say, Gord, nobody supported me through that. I was all by myself. Papa was there with you. Papa's always there with you. And sometimes, you know what? And I don't want to be yucky or contrarian. Sometimes we're alone because we didn't reach out. I know there's been times that I should have. I should have asked for help, and I didn't. I chose not to, for whatever reason. I'm embarrassed. I'm not sure who to reach out to. I don't know what that looks like. I can't get past my own ego to ask somebody and say, I need help. We don't do it. Especially guys, we don't do it. I don't want to look weak. Asking for help, I tell my sons all the time, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. But that goes kind of against what most people think is the way it works, right? Tell me yes if that resonates, tell me yes, Gord. That's exactly what happens. That resonates. That resonates. We don't, for whatever reason, we don't reach out. I have to take a quick break, and I'm going to encourage you to reach out. I'm going to encourage you to reach out, because those reaching out, I'm reaching out to the people who stand the test of time. I'm reaching out to the people that are right there next to me that want to help. And I'm too ignorant or caught up in my own ego to go, you know what, I can't put that behind me. I'll get it out and try and figure it out. And if I don't make it work, I don't make it work. But then I'm going to want to bitch and complain and whine because my life isn't what I want it to be. People want to help each other. They want to. We're interdependent. They want to. Let them. Again, I hope you're hearing my heart. I hope you are. I hope you are. Quick shout out to my sponsors. And if you want to help me get this message out, reach out. There's some opportunities for sponsorship. But this one is for Jose Escobar, the founder and CEO of the Entrepreneur's Bookshelf. Check out the his Connected Leaders Academy membership to take your business to the next level. This is the perfect tribe to learn, grow, and connect like never before. The Connected Leaders Academy tribe brings together some of the highest level entrepreneurs from all over the world. So set up your virtual coffee with Jose Escobar today, and you can reach him at theentrepreneur'sbookshelf.com, www.theentrepreneur'sbookshelf.com. If I can ask my producer to put that in the chat for me, I would really, really appreciate that. The Entrepreneurs with an S, entrepreneursbookshelf.com. That's an incredible group of people, incredible group of entrepreneurs. Reach out to them, reach out to Jose. All right, as we go to a break here, don't forget to pause and breathe. Pause and breathe. Why? Because it grounds you. It lets you percolate with the information you're hearing, the thoughts and the challenges it's letting you think about those things. So don't forget to pause and breathe as we go to a break. I've got my special mug. Thank you so much to my special friend that provided that to me. I'm going to have a quick drink, a pause, and a breathe for a little bit to focus. When we come back, we're going to talk about, I'm going to find out who your heroes are. We're going to ask, hey, you know what? Who are your heroes? So don't go away. We're with the long-bearded guy. That's me, Gordon D. Melville, on Inspired Choices Network. I'll be right back.
How much of our daily success relies on our mindset? Anything we are unaware of can still impact our lives. When dealing with our daily emotions that we all face, there can be positive outcomes we control. Why is the word stigma such a BS misnomer? Is living abundantly really possible for all of us, no matter where we find ourselves today? Join the long-bearded guy, Gordon D. Melville. The Chief Catalyst Strategist Guide at Jewel International invites you to an enlightening, sometimes shocking discussion. He will be challenging you to explore your own answers to these questions and so many more. This will lead you towards living an abundant, successful life no matter how you define it. Gordon D. Melville is live Fridays at 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Are you a subject matter expert? Are you here to share your expertise with an audience waiting to hear from you in only the way you can deliver? Are you ready to have your voice amplified across the airwaves? Inspired Choices Network has a global radio platform streaming to millions of people across the world. Professionally produced and supported by an accomplished team every step of the way, you can broadcast from anywhere in the world, knowing your voice matters, and we ensure it is delivered with ease and efficiency. Eager to hear your message, the world awaits. Contact us today to become an Inspired Choices Network radio host. Email become a host at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com.
This is the long-bearded guy with Gordon D. Melville. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com. You can also send an email to the long-bearded guy at gmail.com. Now back to the program.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. You're with the long-bearded guy, Gordon D. Melville. on Inspired Choices Network, and we're talking today about the people who stand the test of time, the people in our lives that stick with us all the way through, that are with us good times, bad times, right? We talked about the importance of our priorities in life in terms of those people. Who are we paying attention to? So I want to know in this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about who your heroes are and why. I'm going to read you this thing again. I don't want to mess it up. And this is the piece with Charles Schulz. This is what he had asked about. All right. So I'll read it. But it's wildly impactful. Listen close to this. Close your eyes. Listen close to this. The following is a philosophy of Charles Schulz, the creator of Peanuts, the comic strip. If you, you don't have to actually answer these questions. Just read straight through and you'll get to the point. Read straight through and you'll get to the point. So I'm going to just read through, okay? Number 1, name the 5 wealthiest people in the world. Think about that. Ponder that for a second. Number 2, name the last 5 Heisman Trophy winners. One of the highest awards you can get in college. The Heisman Trophy. Everybody, Heisman Trophy winner. Number 3, name the last 5 winners of the Miss America pageant. Miss America. Who are the last 5 winners? 4, name 10 people who have won the Nobel or Pulitzer Prize. It's a huge award, massive award. The Nobel Prize. Name 10 people who've won it. 5, name the last half dozen Academy Award winners for Best Actor and Actress. The last half a dozen, so 6 Academy Award winners, Best Actor, Best Actress for the last 6 years. Again, highest award they can get in acting. 6, name the last decade's worth of World Series winners. Who are the teams in baseball that won the World Series for the last decade? How did you do? The point is, none of us remember the headliners of yesterday. There's no second-rate achievers. They're all the best in their field. They're all number 1. They're all highest levels you can get. And yet, but the applause dies, awards tarnish, achievements are forgotten. Accolades and certificates are buried with their owners. Ouch. Here's another question and another quiz. See how you do on this one. 1, list a few teachers who aided your journey through school. I bet you can come up with more than a couple. 2, name 3 friends who have helped you through a difficult time. I could put 10 on a page. Boom, 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 boom. Including my producer today. I appreciate her so much. Name 5 people who have taught you something worthwhile. Teachers, pastors, church people, friends in your life, somebody at work. Again, I bet you come up with a few. 4, think of a few people who have made you feel appreciated and special. You'll come up with those. Boom, 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 boom. You'll know why. Those were people who stood the test of time. Those were people that were there when you needed them to be there, to hold your hand, support you, encourage you, help you through a time. Think of a few people that made you feel appreciated and special. 5, think of 5 people who you enjoy spending time with. If you're like me, I can think of several dozen people I enjoy spending time with, maybe more. 5 people? I think about lots of people I enjoy spending time with. Is that quiz easier? Is that quiz easier? For most of us, it is way, way easier. The lesson is this. The people who make a difference in our life are not the ones with the most credentials, the most money, or the most awards. They simply are the ones who care the most. Boom, mic drop. The people who make a difference in your life are not the ones with the most credentials, the most money, or the most awards. They're simply the ones who care the most. Those are the people that matter. Those are the people who stand the test of time. One of my best friends ever, my longest standing friend, is a buddy named John Kostakis. I've known him 25 years. He helped me get into and recommended me to work with Grant Cardone. That's how I got into that space. And Johnny's been with me. He's supported. I've supported him. He supports me. I'm there when he needs me. He's there when I need him. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. In some ways, I owe my life to him. Not hyperbole. Not hyperbole. How many people do you have around you that'll stand the test of time? Do you pay attention to them? Do you see them? Do you hear them? Do you show gratitude? Do you acknowledge they're there? It doesn't have to be some grandiose thing. Hey, thank you so much for being there when I needed you. Thank you for standing next to me. Does that mean we're going to agree on everything? No, Johnny and I do not agree on everything. Lots of things, most things. There's a couple of topics, one in particular that we were 180 degrees from each other. We talked about maybe doing a podcast around it, getting along with Gordon and John, right? But the point is being able to agree to disagree and be there for the other person when they need you the most. John's been there for me when I needed him the most. And that's why I say it, not hyperbole, that he's helped save my life. And you know what? I've been there for him when he's gone through some brutally hard things. We're there for each other. Now, we're also there for each other with good times. We're there for each other for the good stuff. But who are the people who are standing the test of time around you? Who are those people? Stop for a second and look around you. Lift your head. Smell the roses for a minute. Take a glance, not look, glance into the rearview mirror to see the people that you've come through or been through or have impacted you. Where's the ones you glance up and there's certain faces that stick out in your mind because they impacted you in a positive, sometimes in a negative way. We need to pay attention to both sides of that equation. We need to forgive the people that poured into us in a negative way. People, oh my God, I can't do that. It's my ex or oh my God, I can't. I'll never forgive them for that. That's going to hurt you, not them. That's the reality of it. You don't forgive somebody to let them off the hook. You don't forgive somebody to say it's okay that you harmed me. That's not what you're saying. That's not what you're saying. Forgiveness is for you. If you hold on to that and don't want to forgive them, it's like drinking poison and expecting them to die. It doesn't work that way. Forgiving somebody releases you from carrying that around, from carrying that weight around. Oh, it's not that big a deal. I can carry that. I buried it so deep I don't even feel it. Great. Do this with me. It doesn't weigh that much, right? It's a mug of water, right? But hold it up for me. Hold up your water bottle. Hold up your mug. Doesn't weigh too much, does it? But leave your hand there with your arm up in the air for the rest of the show. I'll guarantee you in half an hour, your arm will be numb. It's not about the weight you're carrying. It's about how long you carry it. Can you put it down? Set it down. Don't carry that hurt. Release yourself from that. Forgive them. Be shocked the number of people who are around us, that love us, that care, that want to help, that we are holding a grudge against, or we feel slighted somehow, so we didn't talk to them again. Happens to us all the time. I can't get past my ego. And you can like that or not like that. It doesn't change what is. Our ego stops us from all over the place from doing that kind of thing. Right? I can't let anybody see something that make me look weak. I can't let anybody see. I don't want to share that. I don't want to admit it's there. My suicide. I didn't tell anybody for more than a year. Not my wife, not like nobody. I didn't even admit to myself it had happened. I had to forgive me. I had to forgive me. Can you forgive you? Can you forgive the people around you that to release yourself? To release yourself. I didn't know who to reach out to. If you're struggling today, reach out to me. thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. If you feel alone, reach out. thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. You matter. The world is better with you here. Oh, Gordon, trust me. Stop. Yes, you can reach out. And yes, the world is better with you here. There's people around you that will miss you. There's people around you that care, that want to help. And if you can't find anybody, you don't have anybody, reach out. thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. Reach out. I'm here for you. I have to take another quick break. Another quick break. Time just is flowing along. Doesn't stop for me. Doesn't stop for you. Doesn't stop for anybody. What are you doing with the time? Are you paying attention to who's around you? My sponsors are people that are around me. I appreciate Jose Escobar, is the founder and CEO of the Entrepreneur's Bookshelf. Check out the Entrepreneur's Bookshelf to learn more about his morning and evening routine mastery program that is changing people's lives. And that's not hyperbole either. This program will help you install systems on the bookends of your day to maximize your morning and evening routine. Set up your free strategy session with Jose Escobar today. And again, you can reach him at, and it's in the chat, I saw it, the entrepreneursbookshelf.com. Theentrepreneursbookshelf.com. Reach out to Jose. Great guy, great program. And again, if you're not doing some kind of routine at the beginning of the end of your day and you're wanting to maximize your life, if you're not doing a morning and evening routine, you're not maximizing. That, again, the reality. You can like it, don't like it. It's just the way it is. So put something in as a morning and evening routine and reach out to Jose. He can help you with that. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to talk about the exercise of pausing for a moment to glance back and around you. Okay? Don't go anywhere. You're with the long-bearded guy, Gordon D. Melville, on Inspired Choices Network. Be right back. See you in a couple minutes.
How much of our daily success relies on our mindset? Anything we are unaware of can still impact our lives. When dealing with our daily emotions that we all face, there can be positive outcomes we control. Why is the word stigma such a BS misnomer? Is living abundantly really possible for all of us, no matter where we find ourselves today? Join the long-bearded guy, Gordon D. Melville. The Chief Catalyst Strategist Guide at Jewel International invites you to an enlightening, sometimes shocking discussion. He will be challenging you to explore your own answers to these questions and so many more. This will lead you towards living an abundant, successful life no matter how you define it. Gordon D. Melville is live Fridays at 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
The Connected Leaders Academy is the #1 fastest growing networking community for entrepreneurs. CLA assembles high-level leaders, titans of industry, and business owners under one roof. If you're an entrepreneur looking to grow personally, professionally, scale your influence, develop skills, and expand your network exponentially, the CLA is where you need to be. Want on to more podcasts and shows, speak on more stages, sell more books, products, and services, get more leads, referrals, acquire new clients, develop lifelong friendships, and more. Join the Connected Leaders Academy today. Contact Jose Escobar on Facebook or check out www.claglobalsummit.com for more information.
This is the Long Bearded Guy with Gordon D. Melville. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com. You can also send an email to thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. Now back to the program.
Everybody, welcome back. Thank you for being here. You're with the Long Bearded Guy, Gordon D. Melville on Inspired Choices Network. Were you pausing and breathing through that break? Did you pause and breathe to let it settle? Did you ground yourself while we were away? Don't forget to do that. Don't forget to do that. Pause and breathe during a break. It helps center you. It helps center you. All right, we're talking about the people who stand the test of time, the people that come around us, the people that are in our life or have been in our lives, that are moving us forward, Who are your heroes from the last segment? Who are the people that you want to reach out to? Who are the people that are looking out for you? Who are the people who have made you feel appreciated and loved, valued? Who are the 5 people you spend time with, you like spending time with? Because we all know lots of people. Some of them, not so sure I want to spend lots of time with that person. And that's okay. That's okay. Ground yourself. Ground yourself. We've talked about the importance of the priorities of having the people around us. We've talked about who our heroes are and why. I want to talk a little bit about pausing for a moment to glance back and around us. Paying attention to the people that are around us. The people that have been in our lives for long periods of time. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes there's people that come through our life that are really short, that hugely impact our life. I'm going to tell you a quick story here really fast, kind of impromptu, but it meets in the moment. Young man, you may have heard me talk about this before. I share it regularly. Young man, New York City, walked 10 blocks to work and home every day. 10 blocks. But he was a loner, no family, no friends. And he walked the 10 blocks, he worked blocks home. He'd clean up, have a shower, have some supper, watch some TV, and go to bed. He said, you know what? This is stupid. True story. This is a true story, by the way. He said, this is dumb. My quality of life is in the toilet. I could disappear. Nobody will ever know. It won't even make a blip on a radar. Like nothing will change. Nobody will even know. And so one morning he made a pact with himself. I'm going to walk to work the 10 blocks and I'm going to walk the 10 blocks home. And if nobody smiles at me, I'm going to end myself when I come home. Some cities are not that to make that kind of a pact, right? There's some cities that are not always that friendly. But he walked the 10 blocks to work. Nobody smiled at him. He walked the 10 blocks home. One gentleman smiled at him just before he got home. One smile in the grand scope of everything may or may not be anything. But on that day, to that young man, to that guy, it saved his life. Literally saved his life. And how long does it take to smile? A fraction of a second. The gentleman that smiled at him could have gone home and gone, I'm not making any kind of an impact. He saved a life, you'll never know. But that interaction took a blink. No money. There was no money involved. There was no time involved. There was no relationship involved. And it wasn't just dropping a pebble in and watching the ripples. It was a freaking tsunami on that young man's life. Why? It flipped him completely over. It saved his life. When we talk about people standing the test of time, people that are walking with us, there's people that will come in and out of our life at different seasons, for different reasons, for different purposes. Can we look at those people and appreciate what they're doing when they come in and out? And appreciate the ones that stay there. They're all there. All of them are there. I don't believe there's anything that, oh, that just happenstance. Look how lucky I am. No. It's been arranged that way. It's been set up that way. Those people are in your life for a reason, on the positive or the negative. Why are they there? Why are they there? What's putting them in that space? Why are they in your life? How come? You ever stop and think about it? Why are they there? Why is this person here? They're, I think about it all the time when we think about things like mosquitoes. Why did Papa create mosquitoes? They're just like, oh my, get away. Why? I don't know why. A lot of times we're asking the wrong question. It's not about why. It's about what can I learn from the situation. And if you don't think small things can cause big challenges, you ever been in a tent or in a room with a mosquito at night? You can hear it buzzing around your head. You can't catch it. Tiny, tiny, tiny little thing makes a huge, huge, huge impact all over the place. Right? That young man, that smile, it was a blink of an eye. Literally saved his life. Everything after that moment was gravy for that young man. None of that would have happened without that smile from that man that day. That's legacy, folks. The people that span and stand the test of time, they're leaving legacy in you. They're leaving legacy in me. You're leaving legacy in me and other people in your life. You're aware of that? Everybody you meet today, and just eye contact at the grocery store, at the bank, where tonight at the game, I'm going to see people. Because of my beard, I draw attention sometimes, and people will comment, positive and negative, right? But the point is, it's impacting them. I'm impacting them in a one way or another, in a good way or a bad way. So are you. And that's your legacy you're leaving behind you every day. On that kind of a topic, I want to make sure I mention, aside from my shows, I work with a pro basketball team as their champion performance catalyst. I do their mindset and process work, but I also have a bunch of programs of my own. I'm a champion mindset mentor. I'm a champion thought leader. High performance. I'm certified as a high performance coach. They're all high performance. They're pro athletes. They're all elite business people. They're all high performance. But there's a difference between high performance and champion. They're not all champions. They're not all champions. There's some pieces in the middle of that, between those two levels, that they need to focus on. If you're a high performance human being, you're a high performance man or woman. I work with men. I know some people that are incredible working with women. So you know what? If you're a man or a woman, I want to be a resource for you. I want to be a help for you. If you're a man or a woman, or you're a pro athlete, or you're pro athlete adjacent. And what I mean is, you're a trainer, you're a coach, you're on some level, right? You look for new talent, or you're helping talent grow. Part of that is their mindset. You want them to be able to use all the talent they've been practicing, all the good gear, the world-class gear they've purchased and spent time using it. You want them to be able to harness into all of that. How do you do it? Well, it requires their brain to be able to pump into that. Mastery, control of your mind. The people that we all know, business or sports or anywhere that you could name, that we all know them because they mastered control of their mind and their emotion, which are the only things we can control. That's why we know them. We all know sports people that are killer in practice and can't execute during a regular game. Why is that? Because they have no mastery, control of their emotion. They let the pressure just push on them. If that's you, reach out. I help guys in particular save their relationships, not get divorced, not have to give away half their shit. Save them huge amounts of time and money. Save everybody the hassle, and there's some ways to do that. Reach out to me, thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. I'm happy to talk to you. Happy to talk to you. You can hire me to talk to your people. You've got a men's group, you got a church group, you got an organization, you've got whoever it happens to be. You can hire me to come and talk virtually or live. But I'm a resource, but that only works if you plug into me. That only works if you actually reach out and talk to me. Plug into it. It's not helpful. It's not helpful if you don't. If you want to help get the message out, Gord, you know what? I don't need any of that, but I want to help you. I want to help that message to save lives. It is saving lives. This is saving lives. I know it is. I've been told it is. It's helping people move themselves forward. People are learning from this. If you want to help me with that, support with that, reach out to me, thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. Gord, I want to help you get that message out. How do I do that? What do the levels look like? What do the sponsorship packages look like? I'm happy to send that to you. I need that to keep going. Matter of fact, on a fun note of that, if you know a beard company, I'm their avatar. I've been trying to get a beard company to come and help sponsor this. And no offense to the bearded women on the planet, but I am their avatar. My show's called The Long Bearded Guy. Like, everything folds into that. If you know somebody, let me know. Anyway, all right. Don't go anywhere. I have to take another quick break. But we're talking about the people who stand the test of time in our lives that a lot of times we're not paying attention to. We want to be able to pay attention to them. So we're going to take a quick break. Don't forget to pause and breathe. Pause and breathe. Let that settle. Let that energy flow through you. Ground yourself. And I'll see you on the other side for a quick wrap and a call to action to make this. It's about doing. Have the good intention, but then do something with it. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about that when I come back. You're with the long-bearded guy, Gordon D. Melville, on Inspired Choices Network.
How much of our daily success relies on our mindset? Anything we are unaware of can still impact our lives. When dealing with our daily emotions that we all face, there can be positive outcomes we control. Why is the word stigma such a BS misnomer? Is living abundantly really possible for all of us, no matter where we find ourselves today? Join the long-bearded guy, Gordon D. Melville. The Chief Catalyst Strategist Guide at Jewel International invites you to an enlightening, sometimes shocking discussion. He will be challenging you to explore your own answers to these questions and so many more. This will lead you towards living an abundant, successful life no matter how you define it. Gordon D. Melville is live Fridays at 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
This is the Long-Bearded Guy with Gordon D. Melville. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. Now back to the program.
Hey, welcome back. You're with Gordon D. Melville, the long-bearded guy. And I hope you paused and breathed. Hope you paused and breathed through that break. I'm trying to expand my energy. I'm trying to expand my energy. I'm trying to expand my reach. If I can expand my energy, I can expand my reach. I can expand the people that I connect to, like yourselves that are listening. I appreciate you being here. Sorry, my mic is doing its thing there. All right, we're talking about people who stand at the test of time. The people in our lives that are there for us, they're a priority. Sometimes we see it, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we pay attention to it and we appreciate it in the moment. We're grateful in the moment. Sometimes we take it for granted. Who are those people? Who are your heroes in your life? Who are the people that you look up to? Why do you look up to them? I want to challenge you for a second. Pay attention. There's people that look up to you that you're not noticing, that think you're the bee's knees, that you're the bomb, that you're not paying attention to. You don't realize you're impacting people the way you are. That's legacy, folks. It's legacy, I'm telling you. We talked about a quick exercise of pausing and glancing back. Glance in the rearview mirror. Don't look into the rearview mirror. I told you about, if you need some help, reach out, thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. You want to help me get the message out? thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. You want to hire me for your people, for a group, for a small group, for a big group, for lots of people? Reach out, thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. Teach this all over the place. The call to action today is to actually do Charles Schulz quiz. All 5 of the questions about the people that are important to you. Go back through the show, listen to it, pick up the 5 questions, or email me at thelongbeardedguy@gmail.com. I'll send them to you. But do them. Actually reach out to those people, whether they're here anymore or not. Because some of those people aren't here anymore. You can still talk to them. Write a letter thanking them. Have a quick chat. Call them, text them. Let them know you're thankful for them in your being in your life. Let them know that gratitude, that energy of that gratitude will expand you. That energy of gratitude will push it out. And it'll come back to you. It'll come back to you. What you put out is what you'll get back. Let them know what impact they've made on you. Because some people don't know. Some people have no idea that they've impacted you that way. Right? You've been impacted. I've been impacted by people that I haven't reached out to, that I didn't let them know they impacted me like that. Reach out to them. It'll make their day, I'll guarantee you. Handwritten note with their address. Put it in snail mail. People get freaked out. Oh my God, we don't get mail like that anymore except their bills and ads and crap. Send a handwritten note, not an email. Call them instead of sending them an email or text. We don't talk on the phone so much anymore. Everything's on Zoom, FaceTime. Actually call them, get together and have a coffee, tea, whatever, have something. Point is, get together with them. Let them know you appreciate them in your life. Another episode. I'm hoping it's impactful. Let me know. Please reach out to me. Reach out to me. Next week, Friday, October 11th, same time, same place, same happy beard. Bring your friends, bring your journal, bring a notepad so you can write the information down. You have to tune in to find out what it's about next week. It'll be impactful. It'll be productive. It'll be actionable. I'm always authentic. You know exactly where my heart is because I put it on my sleeve and in front of you. I'm transparent and vulnerable. Authenticity for me is absolutely key. If you're not real, we don't connect. And like I said, be courageous this week. Be unapologetically you. Make it another great week. You have the power to do that. Live out you, authentically you, abundantly and with intention. Know that I love you. Big, massive hugs. And at the end of the day, I'm asking you, who are you being? For yourself, for the world, who are you being? I'll see you next week.
Thank you for tuning into the Long Bearded Guy Show. You are appreciated and loved. Gordon D. Melville returns Fridays at 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific on the InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. Until then, make it another great week, leading with love, powerfully designing, crafting, and living out your positively impactful legacy life you were created for. Big hugs.